Hello guys, today I'm coming at you with 6 high-protein overnight oat recipes that are delicious, great for breakfast, so let's just jump right into it. The first recipe I'm going to be sharing with you are these chocolate protein overnight oats with banana. To begin with, we're going to get 1 ripe banana and slice it. We will need just a half of it actually. And then I'm going to take my blender. Woohoo! All we want to do is pour in 2/3 of a cup of unsweetened almond milk. We're going to add in half a cup of rolled oats. Then we want to add in our sliced banana. And then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa powder and then 2 tablespoons of vanilla protein powder. You can use any protein powder that you like. Then we're going to get half a tablespoon of maple syrup and then 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And now we're just going to blend all of them together as well as we can. Take your time. And then all I'm going to do is get my glass jar and add in half a cup of rolled oats. Yes, and then all I'm going to do is pour in the mixture we just blended. All you're gonna want to do now is just mix the mixture as well as you can and leave it to soak in the fridge for around 8 hours or so. And you want to mix these overnight oats just before you take them out of the fridge too. And you want to eat directly from the jar and mix everything in the jar before you eat it, but obviously you can add it to the bowl too. The next recipe is peanut butter protein overnight oats. I love these, they're my favorite. To begin with, we're going to get 1/2 of a banana and slice it. Just take your time. And then I'm just going to get my jar out. And we're going to add in half a cup of unsweetened almond milk. Then 1/4 of a cup of plain Greek yogurt. And then half a cup of rolled oats. And then half a tablespoon of chia seeds. And then we're going to get our sliced banana in, and we're going to use 1 tablespoon of vanilla protein powder. And then 1 tablespoon of unsweetened peanut butter. Make sure it is unsweetened, you don't need that extra sugar, trust me. And then 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then 1/2 of a tablespoon of pure maple syrup. So that's a lot of ingredients, but all we want to do is now combine them in the glass jar as well as we can. Take your time. And all you want to do is put it into the fridge for around 8 hours or so, or just overnight. Once it's ready, take it out of the fridge, top it with a few slices of banana so it looks nice, and just get to eating. This is just so delicious. This third recipe is a little more interesting. It's apple cinnamon protein overnight oats. We're going to start by mixing our ingredients. I'm going to take a glass bowl and add in half a cup of rolled oats, then half a tablespoon of vanilla protein powder, then half a tablespoon of chia seeds, and half a teaspoon of apple pie spice, which is actually a bit harder to find. I bought it online. And then we're going to get 2/3 of a cup of unsweetened vanilla almond milk. And then I'm just going to give this a good stir because I want to combine it as well as we can. And then I'm going to take out my apple. I'm going to peel it, chop it. We want to have around 2/3 of a cup of apples. And then I'm just going to take out my frying pan. We're going to add in 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. Make sure the pan is obviously heated up. And then we're going to add in 2/3 of a cup of apples that we just made. And then we're going to want to add in 1/8 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. Once it boils up, you want to lower the heat and let it simmer for around 7 minutes or so. Make sure you add in that water to make sure it just simmers. And then we're going just to cook until the apples are tender, so that's around 7 minutes, and let it cool down. Now get the glass jar out, use half of the oats and put it into the jar, then add in the apples and then cover it all with the rest of the oats. We're going to store it in the food container for around 8 hours or so, so keep it in the fridge, let it cool down, enjoy it afterwards. Yum! This next recipe is berry protein overnight oats. I'm going to use glass containers for this one because I ran out of my glass jars, to be honest. So we're going to start with half a cup of rolled oats, and we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, then 1 tablespoon of vanilla protein powder, then half a cup of almond milk, and then 1/3 of a cup of plain Greek yogurt, and 1 tablespoon of pure maple syrup. And we're going to finish it off with a pinch of salt. All we want to do is mix all these ingredients together as well as we can, and we want to add in our berries. We're going to top it all up with 1/4 of a cup of raspberries and 1/4 of a cup of blueberries, or any other berry you love, really. I'm gonna close the container and put it in the fridge for 8 hours or so. Once you get it out, stir it before serving. I'm actually going to put it into a glass so it looks nicer, but you don't have to do that. Easy peasy. If you love strawberries, you're gonna love the strawberry protein overnight oats. To start with, we're going to get 1/2 cup of strawberries. I'm going to actually slice them to make sure that they blend well later. We're going to get out our blender and put the strawberries in, and then we want to just blend them. Actually, I'm going to use a little bit of water because my blender is big. If your blender is smaller, probably won't need any water. But be careful, don't use too much of the water. Then I'm just going to get out my food container. I'm using glass container. We're going to add in 1/2 cup of rolled oats, then 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, 1/2 cup of unsweetened almond milk, and 1/2 cup of plain Greek yogurt. And then I'm going to top it all up with 1 tablespoon of vanilla protein powder. Obviously use any other powder you have, it's fine. And then we're just going to mix all the ingredients as well as we can in the food container. It might be hard if the food container is too small, so make sure it's large enough. And then we're going to cover it with strawberry puree that we just blended. Yum. I'm going to keep this in the fridge for around 8 hours or overnight, and we want to stir it before serving it. Also, make sure you top it up with a few slices of strawberries so it looks a bit better, looks a bit nicer, and tastes more delicious. Last but not least is cinnamon protein overnight oats. They are delicious. We're going to start by taking our glass container and we're going to add in 1/2 cup of rolled oats, 1 tablespoon of raisins, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, 1 tablespoon of vanilla protein powder, then 1/2 cup of plain Greek yogurt, and then 1/2 cup of unsweetened almond milk, then 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, love that, and then 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, and then 1/8 of a teaspoon of cinnamon, and just a little bit of salt, just a pinch of it. So we're going to mix all the ingredients as well as we can, and you just want to refrigerate it for 8 hours or so, or just overnight. This is a delicious, simple recipe that anyone can make, really. Top it with a little bit of cinnamon when serving. This should taste delicious. It's a simple recipe and I love it. So thank you for watching this video. Which one of these overnight oats is your favorite? Also, don't forget to visit www.allnutritious.com. I have all these recipes there. They're in the description or comment section. You can get nutritional values and even more information, just a recipe to follow, really, which is always helpful, you know. So yeah, come to my website and subscribe if you like this video. Thank you and bye.